for me personally, like I said, being reliable to my teammates, being able to play the game at a higher level with as many games and as many miles that I have on my body, and put together a run like I had in the postseason. It's something that I can, kind of remember. The ending is obviously still fresh and still new, and you never want to lose, and especially in this fashion, being a competitor. But it is what it is, and like I said, I punch my clock every day.
It feels good, when you experience something for the first time and you do it again. Those emotions aren't going to be there as they were the first time, but just knowing that the work that you put in paid off, and the care that you have for something, it means something. I feel like I did something, that I pull back into this earth. I pull good energy back into the earth when I go and work hard every single day on my game, and I care about the game, and I watch basketball, and I care for my teammates, and we care for each other. I think we're doing something good in the world.
And that look on his face, nobody means MVP back-to-back. Just that someone here in the studio doesn't think he needs to win in Steph Curry. But then three ahead.
I mean, KD has 2 rings now, and that's exactly why he moved to
2 rings, 2 MVPs.
To the Warriors.
See, when it comes to KD, I'm a huge fan. No doubt about his talents. World-class player. He was rated among the top 10 players ever to play the game. But, still, for me, he made the weakest move by a superstar. That's what it is. He made the weakest move.
And James Harden and LeBron at Houston.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that straightforward because salary cap and stuff like that will come into play.
No, but Houston can wriggle out. They can wriggle out. Gary Mooney, their GM,
76ers.
he knows how to do those things.
76ers.
So they can try to happen.
It's not going to play with James Harden.
Don't say it's not going to happen.
Okay, we'll end that debate here. We'll see what's going to happen. Watch it. NBBF now, talking about Nigerian Basketball Federation, where the list of the players that will be taking part in the third round qualifiers for the FIBA World Cup is out. And you're having some good guys. I mean, some big names actually coming in. Those guys who ensured that Nigeria won the very first African Nations Championship title. I mean, Shane Lawa is back. 2 great guys. I mean, when you see these names, you know that, yes, Aminu Olade is also back in the squad tire.
Yeah, those 2, I mean, they've been out of the squad for a while now, but it's good to have them back. You also have the ever-present captain, Ike Diogu, Uzo Benjamin. Ben Uzo is back as well too. Bryant Umbumalo had a fantastic Alpha basket the last time around. He's back as well too. It's a very, very long list. Money Mike is there as well. There's Unwara Jordan as well too. Sounds familiar because surely related to the head coach of the team, Alex Unwara. Final stage qualifiers.
Farouk is not in the team.
Farouk is not back, not just yet.
Not just yet, come on.
Al Farouk is not back, but the brother is back, so I mean, I guess it's not too bad.
Well, let's see how it goes. We have a good core. We have a large pool of players to select from. So yeah, I think we should do well. We should do pretty well.
We should do well.
The qualifiers we played right in Lagos.
And the good thing is, before the qualifiers start, they're going to be playing 4 friendly games against Cote d'Ivoire, Gabon, and Benin Republic and all that. So that would definitely
please, basketball fans, come out.
You just have to cheer these guys to victory.
And let's see the Tigers and see them to victory.
Which is really good. And the first 2 friendlies they will play is going to be against Cote d'Ivoire in Abidjan, 23rd and 24th, back-to-back. Then 26th, 27th, they will face Gabon and Benin Republic. So the team will start campaign on the 29th at the Indo Sports Hall. Yeah. So we'll see what's going to happen in that. So the good thing is big preparations, everything all going well. Hopefully we'll qualify for the FIBA World Cup 2019. Chinasawa, thank you so much for joining us on this segment.
Always a pleasure, guys. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay, and after this time out, we'll definitely be having someone that will talk about the Super 4, because remember they're playing today, 4 p.m. at Agege Stadium. Samuel Akmadu is in the studio. Well, he's a member of NFF committee, women's committee, right? And also, he writes for Go.com. Good morning, good to have you.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure being around again, most importantly for women's football.
Right, I know. I mean, that's your forte. I mean, you love it. And before we go to women's football, should we just start with the women's football straight away? Let's start with it. Today, the Falcons take on Gambia in the second of the AWCON qualifiers. First leg ended 1-0. You were in Banjul for that game. And a lot of people feel that wasn't convincing enough. What happened in that one before we talk about today's second leg?
All right, for the first leg game in Banjul, I think it was football in action. I think we had a great game. But unfortunately the result wasn't coming, or the goals, I must say, the goals wasn't coming. And as much as all of us were expectant of seeing goals, I think you must give a lot of credit to the Gambians. They really held so tight. They held their nerves and ensured we really didn't get chances to score goals, even though we know we had a lot of opportunities to score, and we had most period of them to have ourselves to blame in most period of the game for not converting many of those chances we had. So, but basically, I think we also had little challenges there. The pitch wasn't too good. It was terrible. At the same time, we also had some poor officiating, some goals were ruled out, and one was wondering what's going on. And the players too, the home team, came up with a bit of delay tactics. So they've fallen off every minute. You know, it was frustrating, I must say. But at the same time, I think we were able to just prove ourselves. The 1-0 was huge. I think winning, I think, was really very important, at least for the girls. So it was something we wanted to take into this game, and right now we have a bit of more legs available now in the team, and we have 2 players who joined the team immediately we returned, who missed the first leg, and they'll be part of the second leg game, and obviously they are walking into the team for today's game. That's persons like Rita Chikwele, who is a captain, and Sinacho Hale, a defender, both of them from Sweden. So we believe today's game will
be a lot more comfortable, right?
Yeah, sure. I think we'll have a better pitch, at least a smooth one like that, not minding the surface being an artificial turf. But at the same time, I think expressing ourselves will be difficult. The first leg, I must say, the goalkeeper of the Gambians, Aminata Tagaye, she was spectacular in that game. But I think she must have to do better this time to possibly stop Nigeria from going through to the African Cup of Nations.
Wow.
You think the girls have what it takes? Because after what happened in Gambia, you talked about delay tactics and all that they had. I mean, they were missing chances and all, they couldn't convert it. What's the possibility we're going to get something better, maybe having more goals? Because the prediction is we can actually spell Gambia, which is like 6-0.
Well, for today's game, I think the players themselves, after the game in Banjul, I think, admittedly, felt they didn't do it good enough. I think they know themselves. Even though we won, we knew it wasn't convincing, like everyone was saying. But the most important thing is we won, and that was critical in our campaign to defend the African title. And for me, I think that should really be the huge, biggest concern. If we hadn't won, I think it would have really raised doubts. At the same time, looking at how the team has also struggled against France. So I think right now, I think the coach is really doing everything possible to make sure the girls blend, they understand themselves, and same time be able to get to scoring goals. And I think with the new sort of approach we're going to be expecting to see today, I think we'll be seeing a different approach today from what we saw in Banjul, and especially I believe more goals will pour in today. And I have no worries at all. We have the players are upbeat. They really look sharp, at least from the training session, the 2 days we've had. I think it's really a lot of positives.
A lot of positives. And you've been to that training sessions, and those training sessions that you've seen what the coach is trying to do. The 2 new players that have come, Osinachi and Rita Chikwelu, like from what you've seen, does it look like they will be coming straight into the lineup, the starting lineup?
Like I did say, I think both of them are going to walk into the team. They will be part of today's game. They'll be part of the starters, and especially you see the experience they bring from their various clubs comparatively. I think really add a lot to the team. And definitely we must consider what some of these fit players' experience they could have. Even though I know we can't be too comfortable with the way the Gambians to set up to play. They are a very young, talented side. A team for the future. They've been together for more than 8 years. These are bulk of the players who played the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in Azerbaijan 2012. And I think it's we have to be realistic about this. They are a team you can't just give up on, because one, it's their debut campaign in the African Women's Cup of Nations, and they managed to eliminate Burkina Faso, a very good side on the African scene. So you must give them a lot of credit. No team can be underrated. They really done so well getting to this stage, and realistically, they've also been in good shape coming through. So I think they will really give us a tough fight, but definitely they know they don't have what it takes to stop.
Okay, right. I mean, you mentioned that you talked about tactics. I mean, that's where I want to pick it on. The tactics is going to change what he did the last time. So how is it going to do that?
Yeah, right now, the first game in Gambia, we had like a 4-5-1, 4-5-1, or like 4-2-1 kind of formation that we did play with in Gambia, and we had Assisat up front, Opanos playing Assisat up front, Opanos playing behind her, and the wingers were coming in, and more like a four-woman defense, three midfielders, like the wingers, just trying to see how we could choke them up probably through the middle, but really didn't work. As much as we know we had a lot of chances, we couldn't do more getting those goals. But at the same time, I think this time around, we're going to have a little change of formation, and we're going to expect to see how we turn out, much like seeing the two players I mentioned will be coming in, and like we're likely to have 3 changes, most definitely in the lineup, with the new 2 arriving in the team, most importantly in defense. Onomebi, who was a standing captain against Gambia in the first leg, she will have Ohale to pair with now in the middle, and to see the likes of Iberia and Ngossi possibly playing at the full-back ends. So I think it's also going to be huge. Our scorer too scored a spectacular goal in the first leg, Amarachi Okonkwo. She was really spectacular in that game. The goal was out of this world, and not just any goalkeeper in this world could have been able to stop that. And I think we'll have her in the middle. Probably she'll be playing alongside Rita, hopefully, and up front at the wing we'll have Assisat will be playing on the wing right now, and we'll have Odega too at the other end, both wings, and Odega, and same time too, I think
Francisco
Odega and we say, I think we have Francisco Odega of Australia at the wings. Our partners will top strike, so it's more like a triangular attack. So you have Odega, Assisat, and the wings. So both 3 will be hitting at the edges of the Gambians' nets, hopefully today.
It seems to be a very solid lineup if it's going to be like that, right? For me, that's what's going to happen. But then you've seen the coach say you've spoken to him, so that's something he's going to give us. Well, we are calling everyone. I mean, you guys can actually go to the Agege Stadium 4 p.m. today and just support the girls. Your support will definitely mean a whole lot to them, knowing that this is the first game they're playing in Lagos for a very, very long time. I can't remember last time Super Falcons actually played in Lagos. It's been a while. So if you want to see these girls play, just have to go to Agege Stadium and cheer them to victory. And hopefully, according to prediction, they can actually cheer. They can actually spell Gambia if they can. Okay, we'll talk about the MPFL now, but that will be after this break.